The plant organs, leaves, stems, and roots are comprised of three different tissue types. The dermal tissue, which is shown in light blue on a leaf, a stem, and a root, is always going to be the outermost layer of tissue. The vascular tissue is colored purplish in this diagram. And then we have the ground tissue, which is yellow. This is another good diagram for your assessment. The dermal tissue is what is going to protect the plant from stressors like water loss or pathogens. Here in the desert, our cactus and succulents are characterized by a thick, waxy cuticle on the outside of their dermal tissue. I've circled it in red. The main function of the cuticle is to prevent water loss from the epidermis. And it's that thick, waxy cuticle that gives cactus and succulents that smooth, waxy look like this prickly pear. In woody plants, protective tissues called periderm are going to replace the epidermis in older regions of stems and roots, and that's what forms that beautiful puzzle piece bark on a ponderosa pine. The primary function of vascular tissue is the transportation of materials throughout the plant. There are two types of plant vascular tissues. The xylem, notice that xylem starts with an X, and the phloem. Don't forget to go with the phloem. The xylem conducts water and dissolved minerals in one direction upward from roots into the shoots, where the water is lost out of the stomata in the process of transpiration, as we've covered. The xylem are the very large pipes that you see on that vascular bundle. The phloem, on the other hand, is going to transport sugars, the product of photosynthesis, where they're made in the leaves to where they are needed or need to be stored, usually in the roots or in the sites of growth, such as developing leaves or fruit. The phloem are those smaller pipes in the vascular bundle, and the phloem is going to allow for bidirectionality. It can go both ways. Both xylem and phloem are composed of a variety of cell types, including cells that are highly specialized for transport and support. Check those out in your learning activity. And then finally, we have the ground tissue, which is known as the pith and the cortex. The pith is the ground tissue that is located internal of the vascular bundles, which are in purple. Remember, the vascular bundles are the xylem and the phloem. Ground tissue within the vascular tissue is known as pith. The ground tissue external to the vascular tissue is the cortex. Ground tissue is not just a filler. It's going to include cells that are specialized for functions such as storage, photosynthesis, support, as well as short distance transport.